You built the business and now you're the biggest thing holding it back. How'd that even happen? In this video, we're going to uncover how founders eventually become their own company's bottleneck and how to break free before it breaks you. Over the last 12 years, I've worked closely with founders and their company from more than 50 entities across 13 different countries. And let me tell you, it's all the same stuff, just slightly different flavor. You start lean, wearing every hat, every deal, every customer, every single detail. But as the company grows, that habit of having everything run through you doesn't scale, and it quietly becomes the single biggest drag on the company's growth. You, the founder, become the problem. I'll be going through the 7 clear signs that the founder is becoming the source of the congestion in their own business. Number 1, every decision runs through you. Nothing moves forward without your input. The team is constantly waiting for your yes or no. And because of that, the business has unintentionally centered itself around you. Even worse, your employees have stopped offering their own perspectives because they know you'll just decide anyway, reinforcing your obsession for control. So instead of empowering, you've trained them to depend on you. Number 2, you hold critical knowledge in your head. The workflow only exists in your brain. How to close a deal, how to manage the engagement with a tricky supplier, what to say to a specific cohort of customers. It's all locked up with you, all up there in your head. There's no wiki, no documented workflows, no masterminds, no central hub where people can self serve answers. And because you're too busy to write it all down, your team comes back to you over and over again. That's not leadership, that's a trap. Number 3, you haven't set clear expectations and accountability. Ask your team who owns what, and you'll hear multiple different answers. Roles are fuzzy, tasks overlap, and things fall through the cracks. Nobody knows what done right actually looks like because it's never been defined. And when someone underperforms, you don't have a clear standard to measure against it, so you let it slide. This creates an invisible ceiling where mediocrity creeps in and excellent never compounds. Everyone is just confused. Sometimes they're doing a good job, sometimes they're doing a bad job. Nobody actually knows. There's no consistency. Number 4, workflows are inconsistent. One person runs a process this way, another person does it slightly different. Or my absolute favorite one, the founder violates their own workflow. They create a workflow and then they just bypass it. This means quality, delivery time, and customer experience all depends on who's doing the work, not the business itself, not the process that manages all of this. Mistakes repeat because no one is capturing the fix. And since there is no consistent way of doing things, improvement never actually happens. So you just keep treading water. The only thing that is consistent is inconsistency. By the way, we fix workflows for founders so you don't have to. Link in the description if you want to check that out. Number 5, you're obsessed with control. You check everything. You redo other people's work because it's faster if I just do it myself. You slow decisions down because you feel the need to weigh in on every little thing. But here's the truth, the business isn't running smoother because of your control, it's running slower over time. And that control, which one protected the business, has now become the bottleneck. This always happens with high ego founders that I've worked with in the past. Number 6, you're not focused on what matters. Founders love to chase the shiny stuff. You get excited about a new product idea or a side project while the core operations quietly fall apart. Meanwhile, the real needle movers, the boring stuff, unsexy, high impact stuff, gets left behind. It's more fun to dream up something new than to fix the stuff that's costing you money every day. But until you face that hard work, the business won't truly scale. Number 7, you haven't set clear goals and plans. Grow revenue isn't a goal, it's a wish. Without clear targets, milestones, and actual roadmaps, the team drifts. You can't measure progress, you can't hold people accountable, and you can't focus resources, limited resources, because there's no baseline. And when you, the founder, aren't absolutely obsessed with a clear goal, how can anyone else in the organization be as well? Out of the points mentioned above, how many are you experiencing? Come on, be honest. So, these patterns are everywhere. I've seen them across many industries, countries, and company sizes. The good news is that once you fix these operational items with documenting, delegating, clarifying, systematizing, you unlock scale. I mean, real technical, actual physical scale, consistency, and freedom. And the business finally grows without everything having to run through you all the time. If you fix this, you don't need to overhaul everything at once. You just need to shift your role from operator to architect. Operators run the machine, architects design the machine so it can run without them. So, what does this mean? Setting clear authority levels so decisions don't always climb back up to you. Hire good people and let go of control. Building workflows that produce consistent results, whether you're there or not. Once you stop being the one pushing every lever and start being the one designing the lever, you'll remove yourself as the bottleneck naturally. And if you can't be bothered with doing stuff like that, documenting workflows, fixing your systems, there's a video link in the description where it explains how I do that stuff for founders.